the porcelain doll is there. I know she's not supposed to be there. I've never seen her out of my grandmother's room. So I get up and I have the courage to try to run past the door. I'm telling myself, you can do it. You can. It's okay. You can run outside the door. My aunt, for some reason, is not coming out of the restroom. As I'm finally slower than ever, trying to get off of the bed, trying to get the courage to run past the door, the eyes on the doll, the head on the doll move. I freeze. It shuts the door on me. And then my only reaction, it's almost like
Hi, my witches and norms. Welcome to WitchDarkTales podcast. I'm your host, Moon Witch, and today we're on TikTok Live where we're going to be hearing scary stories. Now, before I do get into the podcast, views discretion is advised. Everything we talk about is just pure speculation to the best of our knowledge. These are just scary stories that has been told or will be told. And audio listeners, discretion is as well. I just stuttered, I know. But with that being said, let's get straight into the podcast.
So I live in the city of West Covina. I have lived in my grandmother's house my whole life. I'm 33 now. I was 5 at the time, and my older sister was 6. This was during the day, back in the 90s. My Aunt Jeanette was watching us, broad daylight, probably right after breakfast, chores. So I'm thinking, from what I remember, probably like 10 in the morning, maybe 11 in the morning. We live right next to what we call like a ditch, like a plain dirt area where water goes through when it rains. But it also used to be like our playing area. So me and my sister, we used to have this big weeping willow tree. It wasn't ours, but it was our neighbor's. It was our house, the ditch, and then the neighbor's house. We didn't have walls at the time, but there was a huge weeping willow on the neighbor's property. And that was just our play area. We got along with the neighbors. 10 or 11 in the morning, me and my sister are playing in the front yard. And this is during the day. Sun's out, birds are chirping. It's hard to explain, but exactly how I'm saying it. From the middle of the street, probably 3 houses down, we see a huge black figure, but she almost pixelates into air. Like, she started off as a shadow, but then she came into like real as a pixelation. And by the time that she got to us, it's almost like our bodies had petrified. I couldn't move. My sister couldn't move. I mean, I remember trying to scream, but I couldn't scream. I could only really move my eyes. The birds stopped chirping. There was no cars. Nothing, nobody. It was just us 3. So in the middle of the ditch where we were playing, she was huge. She was tall, freakishly tall. But she was pitch black, like a black, you couldn't see through her. She was just black. That's all I remember. Like, anyways, and inside from her cloak, she had hands of a woman, but from inside her cloak, she laid down a chicken, bowls, and other things that she just kept popping out of her cloak. All I could see were her hands at the time when she was doing whatever that she was doing, and she was taking things out of her cloak. Mind you, me and my sister are petrified. We're side by side, and it's like I could feel my sister screaming. It's like she could feel me screaming, but we couldn't move. Whatever she was doing.
I'm sorry. How old were you?
I was 5, and my sister was 6.
Yeah, at that age, we still remember stuff. To be honest,
Yeah, so
we might think that we don't remember things, but we remember things.
No, I remember it vividly. I'm 33
right?
years old now, and I'll get more into why I am the way that I am, or now that I do certain things. This witch took a toll on me for years. Anyways, she was making, and I know it sounds so weird, but real magic in front of us, like glittery. Whatever she was pouring into these things were shiny. They were pretty, like they were mesmerizing. She did what she did, and what felt like hours probably was only seconds. So by the time that she was done, when she was putting everything into her cloaks, I remember looking down at her feet, and she had hooves, real horse hooves, but she had beautiful hands like a woman. So when she was done, she did what she did, and exactly where she pixelated from, is exactly where she walked and pixelated into just disappeared. And as soon as she was gone, like the last bit of pixelation, there, me and my sister almost like snapped back into reality.
Like unfreezing.
So I remember I just started crying, she started crying. And me and my sister sadly didn't grow up real affectionate, but I remember just holding each other for the longest. And I'm crying right now that I'm talking about it.
Girl, I feel it in your. I feel it when you were telling the story. I started like.
Yeah. And we ran inside, and mind you, this was in the 90s, and I don't know how old you guys are. Well, I'll jump into that right now. So we ran inside and we told my Aunt Jeanette what happened. And usually your aunts or nobody are gonna believe you, but she instantly called my mom. My mom was at work. She called my grandfather. She called everybody in the house. We had told them what happened. My mom got there, and I remember my uncle and my grandma yelling at my mom and my other Aunt Alma, because we grew up in a house full of 10 girls and probably like 2 boys, including my grandfather. And we got excused. She was getting yelled at. So that went down. They believed us. Gosh, I remember the house was on lockdown for like a whole 2 years after that. Like we weren't out allowed outside after the street lights turned on. We weren't allowed to do certain things. We weren't allowed to go to our friend's house anymore. It was just school chores and back, school chores and back. My mom was on strict supervision too. Fast forward, I'm probably like 2021. Nobody really talked about it other than when it was like superstitious things or why we weren't supposed to do certain things. Or me, I'm 33. I have a 6-year-old daughter. We still sleep with the nightlight. I put locks on my doors, on my back door. I still live in my grandfather's house. So like I'm not as scared as I was growing up, but I still take precautions. I have 2 black cats in my house that are with me right now. Yeah, so sorry. I'm
You're
like
okay.
2021 and I'm sitting down with my mom. And mine and my mom's, I love my mom, but mine and my mom's relationship, sadly, it was like a generational curse thing. Her and her mom didn't get along, and then me and my mom didn't get along. But I forgave her, you know? So one night, we're sitting in the living room. I said, hey, without you getting upset or anything, but can I ask you something? I said, what was all that about when we were kids? Oh, mind you, for a whole year after that happened to us, my grandpa would drive us over the border to Tijuana, and he took us to like a medicine man to get cleansed. That part is so weird because my sister remembers all the trips, and I have no recollection of it.
What?
Other than the first drive over there.
Now, do you think because of the medicine man, allegedly, he basically erased that whole portion of your memory?
Well, everything that happened to us that morning, I remember. I could smell, like, I don't know, I can't explain it. There's certain smells randomly where I'll like get flashbacks, and it's like, you would think it was something nasty and death, but the thing smelled like trees, flowers, soil. Like, I don't know. There's just certain smells I don't like, or I'll start to get nervous, and it's just hard. It's a lot. So, yeah, my sister remembers every trip of the cleanse, and I remember the one trip there, and that's it. So fast forward, I'm sitting in the living room with my mom, and I tell her, and she's like, look, I'm gonna tell you this, but after this I don't want to talk about it no more, okay? Like, I don't want to fight with you, I don't want to talk about it no more, but you're old enough. So she's like, okay, we could talk about it. So they used to sell the Ouija boards like nothing in the stores. I don't know if you guys remember that, but
They used to be at Toys R Us.
yes, girl. I have a
Walmart.
haunted Toys R Us here in the city of West Covina. That's a whole nother story, girl.
Well, that's for tomorrow night, Nadia.
So she
You're on
sits
for
me down.
tomorrow.
She goes, me and your sister Alma, we used to play that. And for a while, before you were born, only your sister was born, I got really addicted to it. So did your aunt. We tried to burn it. It wouldn't leave us alone. Until this day, mommy, I can't even sleep in a room by myself. Have you ever noticed that? Mind you, I'm 20. I'm already moved out of our house. And it was like, yeah, you're right. You can't, huh? She goes, yeah, why do you guys think I would always have at least one ear right there? And my mom is getting older, And even now, sorry, I just burped.
You're okay.
She can't sleep in her room by herself. She has things still bother her, but they still bump in the night for her. So she thinks that's what happened, and that's why she got yelled at that day. And the only reason why she got like she stopped playing it is because she goes, when they tell you to say goodbye and close the door, that's what I had to do. It's real. You really do have to say bye. And it was like an addiction. I couldn't explain it. It didn't matter what I was doing. It was like I had to get high off of it. And I had just stopped that high right before I found out I was pregnant with you. So I don't know if that has something to do with it or what, but maybe that's why that happened to you. And she goes, and I want you to know that I believe you guys. I said, well, yeah, I'm not lying. She goes, I know you guys weren't lying. Why do you think that happened that night and you guys were excused the way that you were?
Girl, not the plot twist.
She was like,
I'm sorry to interrupt you. How old is your mom, if you don't mind telling us?
If I'm 33, she's 50. She's 55.
She's my age.
So yeah, she was a young mom.
Yeah, because that's what when you said that they played with the Ouija board, because me and your mom are about the same age. I'm 54. We used to do the Ouija board, but it wasn't mine. It was other people's, but we used to play it.
Well, yeah, it's true. They say that you get like high off of it. You get addicted to it. Almost como si te molesta, like if it bothers you if you don't play it, you know? That's what she told me. So she had started crying and she said sorry. My mom, I'm 33. I've only heard my mom apologize to me twice in my whole life. I've only seen her cry once when she lost the love of her life, which is a man that raised me, and this time where she was apologizing to me. And I just told her, well, it's okay, you know, you don't, I mean, I forgive you. Nothing happened to us. Everything's okay. And that was it. My mom doesn't like to talk about it. Things still go bump in the night for her.
Wow, that's crazy.
The house that we live in, sadly, was pretty haunted back in the day. I think all the negativity has left over the years, but that happened to me as a young girl. The first and only time I've ever seen a witch, smelled a witch. I never touched her, but I did see her, and I do know what she smells like. Even till this day, I still live in the house that it happened at.
Oh, hell no.
Girl.
Sorry, girl. Yeah. Girl, I'm going to keep it real with you right now. You sat there and described birds chirping at the sky, the lady with the smell, the witch with the cloak, like, girl,
I'm here.
That's what I'm talking about. Details like that. I love details like that. Like,
and what's crazy is
you gave us a picture.
That happened. My infatuation with how do I explain it? Like, I guess that's what started my lore. As in, I know everything that's good in this world. I know that everything is bad in this world. Like duality. My obsession with duality. It started because of what happened to me as a kid. Like, I don't practice anything. I'm not a white witch. I'm not a dark witch. All I know is that ever since whatever she did or whatever, it's almost like she sparked
interest.
Not even an interest. Like, it's almost like it changed something in that too. Like, oh my God, you guys, that's just one of it. There was the aunt that I'm talking to you guys about that used to play it with my mom. So it's me. It's my older sister. We're all a year apart, me and then my little brother. I'm going to exit the witch story really quick. I'm home alone. It's nighttime. I'm getting watched again by one of my aunts. I'm in her room. My grandma throughout my whole life has had these freaky little porcelain dolls, but they're gemelas. They're twins. And I never liked them, ever, ever, ever. She would dress them, make them clothes, and I just never liked them. Mind you, my grandma has a back house. There's no reason why these dolls should be in the front house. It's nighttime. I'm watching TV on one of the big old school TVs. My aunt's like, hey, I'm gonna go take a shower. Go ahead and have my 30 minutes if you want. I'm gonna go take a shower. No one's answering. Nobody wants to talk to me on the phone. So I go back on the bed. As I'm getting on the bed, my aunt's door slowly starts to close. And I automatically shut down. That's not normal. This door is heavy. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not scared. So I get up and I go see what it is. It's one of the porcelain dolls sitting behind the door. My body automatically freezes and I close my eyes and I go run to my aunt's bed and I go under the blankets. And at this time, for some reason, it was only me and my aunt in the house. So the porcelain doll is there. I know she's not supposed to be there. I've never seen her out of my grandmother's room. So I get up and I have the courage to try to run past the door. I'm telling myself, you can do it. You can. It's okay. You can run outside the door. My aunt, for some reason, is not coming out of the restroom. As I'm finally slower than ever, trying to get off of the bed, trying to get the courage to run past the door, the eyes on the doll, the head on the doll move. I freeze. It shuts the door on me. And then my only reaction, it's almost like I lost blood in my legs. Like I automatically turned into a noodle. Like my body just shrunk. And then I just started praying. I just started saying, please, God, if you're here with me, just protect me in any way. And then I feel what I thought was the doll. And I thought I was going to die. Like I thought, this is it. Everything's coming full circle. I'm going to die right now. I scream and my aunt's like, what the F, Stephanie? And she was like, what's wrong with you? Why are you crying? I look up, you guys. The doll is gone. She's not there. I'm telling my aunt, Diana, please. She was like, stop. And I'm scaring her, you know? I'm 11, so my aunt is 12, 13. She's 14, so I'm already freaking out. She's already getting mad. Everybody knows about everything that happens, but doesn't talk about it. So I'm like crying, I'm like, down in the doll. She's like, what effing doll, Stephanie? Like, you're pissing me off. Like, shut up, you're just being stupid. I'm like, no, please, Dad. I promise you it was right there. My aunt gets so mad. She yanks me by my hair, takes me to my grandma's back house, and she's like, where are the dolls? The dolls are sitting always where they are. And my grandma's already mad because, I don't know, she has these weird things with these dolls that she's just had them her whole life. And she's like, she's lying, she's just being dramatic, she wants attention. And my aunt, this time they don't believe me. This is the only time ever that my aunts and my mom kinda, but nobody's like, no, you're lying. Like, you need to stop with your stuff. Everything happened already. You're fine. And until this day, I will not go into my grandmother's room alone. I don't care what she wants. You better call one of your daughters. That's an automatic no. I don't go into her room. And now that I've gotten older, I think she put them away. I don't know. I don't go in her room anymore. And if I do, it's not by myself. But that day was the last time ever as a young, innocent kid that something like that ever happened to me.
Hey, Nadia.
Girl,
Nadia.
Girl.
Yeah.
You're gonna inherit those dolls.
No, my grandma knows how I feel about them. My grandma knows.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, she knows.
That's crazy. I wanted to go pee and I couldn't because I was too busy. I wanted to listen to this.
For years, I couldn't pee. But oof, my God, I could. Yeah,
the whole time I was just like,
it took me a long time to get over the things that but yeah, it took me a long time. Even now as an adult, it's not even that I'm scared of the dark. I'm scared of the daylight.
Girl, it's crazy how one thing that your mom did when they were younger, how it's continuous. But a quick question: do you think your grandparents did brujeria también or no?
I don't. They live and they're from Acapulco. So I don't know how they were raised or anything like that. My grandma throughout the years, sadly, I do love her, but she really is an evil lady. So, I don't know. I don't.
Because for them
Couldn't
to
tell.
take you for,
I
because
couldn't tell you.
I'm like I'm like listening to your whole story and saying, so they must believe in brujeria because like your grandpa te llevó pa Tijuana with you and your little sister to take care, para darte una limpia. So they must, there's something there.
Yeah, again, it's real hush hush. Unless it got real effing crazy, then all the stops get pulled out. But again, I was a young girl. Nothing has happened to me ever since I was 11. I was 11 or 12 when I just told you about this dumb dolls. I don't go near the dolls. They still make me feel funny. I've never seen them move other than the dresser that they've been on. They've been on there for years, but I'm telling you guys, whether nobody believes me or not, that doll was there that day. That witch was there that day. That little boy was here.
I believe you.
No, we believe you. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because everybody knows, and well, I don't know if you do, but back in the days, I say this all the time too, back in the days, the porcelain dolls, they used to be like spirit transporters. People would have the spirits contained inside those dolls.
Yeah, she still has the dolls, guys.
Oh, girl.
Somebody asked.
And then our
I don't
DM
even look at
says,
them. I don't even
where did
look
she
at
get the
them.
dolls from?
Yeah, somebody asked where
Well,
did she
she's
get
had
them?
them her whole life.
Before we end the podcast, I wanted to ask a couple of questions. What did you all think about that? Now, for audio listeners, I believe her. From the witch story to her grandmother's porcelain doll, the way she explained her paranormal experiences was so vivid. I felt like she painted a picture with just words. Now, what do you think about it? Do you believe these experiences had happened to her? Now, for YouTube viewers, drop down a comment, let me know. Well, that is it, my witches and norms. Thank you for joining the Witch Dark Tales podcast. And I'll see you for audio listeners on Monday and visual for YouTube on Sunday. Blessed be everyone. Have a great night.